Right. In the dark ages, that was the Vince McMahon era of running WWE. There was definitely some very questionable rules to follow. It, I can assume some of those are why some of the talent got fired. Today we're checking out a list of 10 times WWE talent got fired for crazy reasons. If you would like to support the original creator, please click that top link in the description to show them some love. And if you like to react to content with us live on Twitch, click the bottom link. You can pull up, you can see if we're live. I'm not going to tell you when it's happening. You just gotta search. You might catch me, you might not. I'm a ghost. That's kind of the whole gimmick. Young ones, little ones, you're not allowed to be here. Get out. My react, I use colorful language. I don't want to get you in trouble. Scram. If the algorithm has blessed you with my presence, you're not allowed to leave. I'm babysitting you for at least 15 minutes. Are you cool with that? Are you cool with chilling with me on your lunch break? Is that okay? If that is fine, then we shall get started. Me, you, and the chat, let's go. Let's do this thing right now. Right now.
1, 2, is this on?
Not every firing in wrestling is just, and some have come about in strange ways. Over the years, there's been numerous talent that have been unceremoniously let go. For this video, we'll provide some background as we highlight those who were unfairly dismissed, as well as those who departed in wild circumstances.
You know I have a job.
10 wrestlers who were fired for crazy reasons. When it comes to wrestlers who were fired whilst injured, Steve Austin in WCW is perhaps the most famous example, but the case of Chuck Palumbo is probably the most cruel. Palumbo got his big singles break in 2007 when he was repackaged as a biker, a character that better reflected his real-life self. Chuck later had to get shoulder surgery in 2008 that sidelined him for a month. Shortly after beginning rehab for his injury, Palumbo was asked by one of WWE's doctors to come back on the road and cut promos. Looking back now, Palumbo believes that the fact that it was the doctor calling him, instead of one of the higher-ups, should have raised concerns, as things were about to get worse. Chuck agreed to come back, but this meant he had to be let out of rehab early. Once this happened, Palumbo got a call from the head of talent relations, Johnny Ace, and you can probably guess what happens.
So these calls from John Laurinaitis, bro. Yo, these calls, they're legendary at this point. Like, hey kid, I don't care. Oh, I would hate to get one of those calls back to, cause you know your shit is up. He about to hit you with the raspy voice, like, hey man, hope all is well.
Next.
Ian's here. He goes, hey, Chuck. Hey, this is Johnny Ace. And he's giggling. He's laughing a little bit. We're going to have to release you. I said, you're good, man. I said, you're slick. You're good. I laughed. I had to laugh. What else could I do? He got me.
Chuck got absolutely played here. The WWE tricked him to be let out of rehab because legally, they weren't allowed to release someone that was under a doctor's care. But now, since Palumbo...
Oh, they finessed him? They finessed him? Yo, that's white. That's white. That's a what vector? Oh, that's not right. Yo, you're not under doctor care anymore? Yeah. We gotta cut them costs, kid. That sucks. I'm flying out there whooping ass. I'm definitely going to the next show and whooping ass, to be honest.
Palumbo had left rehab, they were able to fire him.
Screw you! You're fired!
Palumbo's former manager, Rico, was another wrestler who didn't end on great terms with WWE. Despite starting his career late, Rico fit right in WWE. He was fun to watch as he went all in on his flamboyant character. Rico was never able to truly win over the boss, however. Rico was even once disrespected backstage by Vince McMahon's son, Shane.
And Shane walks right up to me and goes, you know, Rico, you're going to be nothing but a flatbacker, which is a jobber.
Despite clearly putting in the work, Rico's salary did not reflect his contributions to the company. He asked for a raise that would have seen him make $1,000 a week, which even at that was small change compared to what other talent on a similar level were making.
Well, I got released because I asked for a raise. I asked for $1,000 a week.
Over the next few years, despite his departure, Rico was asked to return twice. On both occasions, he was offered less money than he was making previously, so it was no surprise that he promptly turned the company down.
I got asked to come back twice.
Oh no, my man's had the thought alive, bro.
He pays you, then he fires you, then he brings you back for less money.
So flatbacker definitely sounds like a slur. I would have had to look at Shane directly in his corneas, bro. This in the irises. What do you mean by that? What did you call me? What did he say?
Before his release, Rico was paired on screen with Charlie Haas and Jackie Gator. Haas and Gator were a real-life couple that got married in 2005. After just completing their honeymoon together, Haas got a call from Johnny Ace to say that both he and Jackie had been fired, as Haas revealed on Rene Dupree's Cafe de Rene podcast.
Say, I gotta let you both go. Johnny, we just got married. We just got back from our honeymoon. He goes, for better for worse, right, guys? How do you find...
Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, that's actually wild. So bro was out here just having fun. He was definitely out here having fun giving the bad news to people, bro. So y'all just got married? That's fire. Anyway, speaking of fire.
Laughter in that.
Rene Dupree later spoke about how there may have been more to Haas and Jackie's firing, as Rene mentioned that Vince McMahon had previously made a pass at Jackie, in which she refused his advances. This is unsurprising, given everything that would come out about Vince years later.
Vince,
Vince hit the, you not feeling me? It's that hit. You not feeling the boss? Okay. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Boo. Boo, Vince. Bo.
Also made a pass at Jackie, which she declined. And you see what happened once her and Charlie got married. If you don't put Vince over, he gets mad at you and takes it out on your career.
Firing someone after just getting married is bad enough, but imagine being fired whilst pregnant. This is what happened to Dawn Marie in 2005. Dawn Marie was signed to WWE after working for ECW.
Damn.
She starred on the SmackDown brand for 3 years. After telling the office she was pregnant, Dawn was...
That camera work? Hold on. The camera work? The camera work? How to be the angle that they hit? Fellas, if you have the sub badge next to your name, it's time to bounce the Yeeties in chat for the one time. Yeeties? Sure, Yeeties? Said, damn you, censor rope.
starred on the SmackDown brand for 3 years. After telling the office she was pregnant, Dawn was taken off the road. The company also tried to keep her from appearing at ECW One Night Stand, but Dawn fought them on this and was ultimately able to appear. Less than a month later, Johnny Ace made the call to tell Dawn Marie she was being let go.
She probably had pasties on or something.
Maternity leave. In 2006, Dawn filed a wrongful termination suit
the
against
crowd
WWE,
right behind
which reached a settlement in 2007.
I'm sorry, we're gonna have to let you go.
The commentator's like, yo,
creators just don't have anything right now. And I go, whoa, just be honest. You could have sent me home, have my baby, and then come back. All those big, huge talk shows, they wanted to talk to me. I just kept telling them, nope. I'm going to solve my business, because I don't believe in exposing a business.
Dawn Marie didn't appear on WWE programming again until she was seen in attendance for former ECW boss Paul Heyman's Hall of Fame speech in 2024. Joey Styles also worked for ECW before joining WWE. Styles was far from your typical WWE style commentator and had to alter his announcing to fit in. After nearly 3 years, Styles called it quits on commentary and began working in the company's digital media department.
And I don't want this job anymore. I quit!
We would still see Joey pop up on various pieces of programming, including a Facebook Q&A in 2016. Styles spoke candidly about the WWE product and offered insight into what goes on behind the scenes. He jokingly began the video by saying how this interview might get him in trouble.
And if there's any heat to be had, for the record, it's mine, it's not Kathy.
This certainly foreshadowed what was to come, in fact. Styles said he was going to be fired because of this interview multiple times throughout it.
Well, this might be the answer that gets me fired.
Joey has always been a straight-up, honest guy, and this Q&A was no different, as Styles shared his thoughts on WWE banning the term belt.
I understand why we say title, because a belt is something that holds up your pants, but if it is used as a weapon in the ring, a title is not a physical object, so I have no problem saying championship belt.
Styles also buried his run in WWE as an...
They really started smoking him because he was being honest? He was making sense? How dare you make sense, bro? You fool! Foolish of you!
announcer.
My short time on Raw, which I'm still in therapy to try to forget, and the 2 years I spent on WWE, ECW, women were just eye candy.
He called out wrestlers up and down the card for using the same moves.
Please stop doing the suicide dive.
Facts. I'm not gonna lie, there was definitely, when I stopped watching for a little bit, everyone definitely all had the same suicide dive spot. Peace out, Charlie. Appreciate you popping in. Everyone was definitely doing the suicide dive every match. It was like fucking cookie cutter scripted. It felt like everybody doing this shit, bro.
Years ago, it was special because very few people did it. Last night, Sasha Banks almost landed on her head.
Oh, it's about to get some company. Pulling out all the hole, man.
God, so, I do recall seeing that. Yeah, you might fuck around and Lydia suck. She kicked the back of her own head, baby. No, that's fucked up. Yo, like, come on, man. You can't scorpion yourself like this. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll sick him.
If it's not special, don't do it anymore.
But fans believe the real kicker was his comments regarding Roman Reigns, who WWE were doing everything in their power to push as the top babyface, despite...
Yeah, touching the golden boy back then was definitely grounds to get looked at. You definitely put yourself in the reticle. Don't mention the golden boy there. Anyone, I thought I was imagining this, but there was like a period of time when Roman Reigns was wearing contacts for some reason. Like, what the fuck was that? I thought I was imagining that.
Many fans rejecting him.
The internet fans are begging for WWE to make Roman Reigns a villain or a heel for you smart fans, and it's not happening. So obviously, no, our chairman and WWE does not cater too hard to our hardcore internet fans.
You can't deny Styles wasn't telling the truth in everything he said. It was great to see the once loose cannon on commentary saying how it is. It was just unfortunate that it ended up costing him his job.
This is so much fun, and of course people remember.
Yo, she look like you're about to get fired, bro. Yeah, I'm about to get fired, bro. She should have nudged him under the table like, yo, bro, stop. No, stop. Vince about to see this, please.
Well, they're going to remember it because it's going to be what finally got me fired.
A short time after the Q&A was posted, Styles was released.
A few people have told me they thought that you tried to get fired. Is that true or false?
No, I was not trying to get fired.
While the video was scrubbed from WWE's socials, the WWE have rarely ever done candid interviews in this format before or since, and it's no surprise why. Styles later embarked on a brief stint in independent wrestling until he was once again fired from his position, this time as the announcer for Evolve. This was after Joey used the Donald Trump line to compliment the ring announcer. Political talk had been strictly forbidden by Evolve founder Gabe Sapolsky, but Styles went for it anyway. After being dismissed for his comments here, Joey has never worked in wrestling again and has completely disappeared from the public eye. Joey...
Damn, Joey. I hope he's good, man. Hope he's good. This is 10 times WWE fired talent for crazy reasons.
Styles famously replaced Jim Ross on commentary in 2005 as the WWE looked to phase JR out, only to bring him back in a few months later. This is nothing new as the company has tried multiple times to get rid of Ross, only to realize no one can fill his shoes.
Actually, Jim Ross came back to...
Wait a minute. I think I heard about this Ross one. Was it like for one of the games or something? He was doing like the, he was like the host or something? And like they thought he was drunk or something after he had a stroke? It was something like that, right? Like they thought he was drunk, but he really was just having issues speaking because of the medical issue. Like, I think I heard something like that way back when. That's so fucked up, dude. Man, don't worry. I'm building that time machine. This is an ongoing arc. I'm letting you guys know as soon as it happens. You're going to see me pop up with a black and white reaction video. I'm going to be standing there and the fucking... Fucking dingy ass. It's his dimly lit room. Oh, he couldn't control a drunk Ric Flair. Gotcha.
Raw, I was replaced on ECW.
What does that tell you? They hate him. I thought that was my chair.
Oh, okay.
And I really appreciate him keeping it warm for me.
By 2013, Jim wasn't commentating anymore, but he was still under contract. He did various bits and pieces, including hosting an all-star panel for the upcoming WWE 2K14 video game during SummerSlam weekend.
Bro, he is
JR was given
the
a format and
voice
script to
of
follow, but it
fucking
wasn't
wrestling
long until it all
nostalgia
went
for me,
out the
for real,
window.
for real.
Jim was in good spirits as he cracked jokes.
We had a really cool panel. Most are actually sober, but not all. Can you imagine what the internet and the dirt sheets are going to say about this shit?
Yeah, I love it.
The panel centered around the new game and the 30 years of WrestleMania theme. Although anytime Ric Flair was asked the question, he would go off topic.
John Cena, in a 5-hour road trip, he'll drink 30 beers. I don't get it. He has a genetic gift. The only guy that drank more booze than me after WCW was Gene Oakland. And Gene's had 3 kidney transplants. We stole it at SummerSlam for WWE, and we stole it with that company, whatever it's called, TNA. You kidding me?
That won't.
Yeah, everybody's just fucking. Mick is chilling. Austin is dying. Ray is like, I want to go home. I want to go home. Everyone over here looks uncomfortable as shit. That boy over here is like, all right. These are like the goats. The legends all enjoy themselves. But Ray is like, I man, I got places to be, dog. I think that's undeniable. JR is definitely iconic. Super duper iconic. He pulled the fucking retention tricks that I wish I had. Like, you look away for a second when you walk out of the room, and you just hear this man screaming at the top of his fucking lungs. By God, I think he snapped them in half. You gotta run back and look at the TV, bro. What the fuck? Did somebody really just get ripped in half? This guy's iconic, man.
That won't make the edit, but
No, I don't care.
Stephanie McMahon and the WWE higher-ups were livid with how the panel went. They didn't like how JR and Flair behaved. Rick was pulled from appearing at SummerSlam the next day, while for Jim, he would be released a few weeks later. Vince McMahon believed JR went on stage drunk. During a meeting between he and Vince, Ross denied this and said that he was fatigued, which caused his Bell's palsy to act up.
I wasn't drunk. I had a cocktail, but so did everybody else. You know, Rick, unfortunately, had been drinking most of the afternoon.
I know you're going to fire me, so could you get it over with so I can make my flight back home, I said.
What a wise ass. I just didn't do a very good job of being reliable on that day, and the more I talked, the more I buried myself.
Despite this, JR still put over the video game well, and 2K were happy with how the panel went. Plus, it was very entertaining for the fans watching along. Something fans didn't find entertaining, on the other hand, was World Championship Wrestling under Vince Russo's creative. In an attempt to try and recapture the magic he had with the WWF, Russo made wholesale changes to WCW. He did this by overhauling the roster, which included getting rid of most of the international talent that had helped differentiate WCW from
Hell no. I'm suing, bro. Ted Turner, you want to pay me. Ted Turner, you're going to pay me. Hey, no fucking way. I come to this wrestling show and you will have a flying gooch come past the Barrett. Real. Oh, so this guy's back is now snapped into 3 different segments. Oh, he's fucking done, man. This fucking spine folded, dude. That's not right.
Help differentiate WCW from the competition, much to the chagrin of Sonny Ono, who was one of the people that got released.
So when Vince Russo came in, saying that he was from America, that he didn't want any Japanese or Mexican on his American TV, proceeded to terminate every Japanese talent, all the Mexicans, off TV.
Russo's comments and subsequent actions led to a discrimination suit filed against WCW by Ono. This was just one of the numerous discrimination lawsuits the company faced during this time period. Ono's lawsuit was settled for a sum believed to be in the 7-figure range. Russo had continued to say that he believes Japanese or Mexican wrestlers could never get over with US audiences. Vince also said he doesn't give a crap about seeing Japanese or Mexican wrestlers on TV and only wants to see Americans.
Have Rey Mysterio land in your lap? The hell? That's a crazy comment to look over and see. What the hell?
Them can't speak English is a hindrance to them, and it's very difficult for them to relate with American fans and vice versa.
So what did you mean by I don't give a shit about a Mexican guy? What does that mean then?
If I'm watching Raw this week,
Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
interested in Kalisto. That makes me a racist because I got no interest in Kalisto?
Well, damn. What? Well, damn. Why did they put it like that? What? Oh, man. I don't know if that don't look good, both. That don't look good when you say it like that. That don't look good.
Speaking of Americans, our next example's name was a combination of two of the United States' most famous presidents, and the reason he was fired actually relates to real-life politics. We're talking about Abraham Washington, whose brief run in WWE is most remembered for his controversial departure. Whilst manager of the Primetime Players in 2012, Washington talked trash on the outside during a match. He was mic'd up so the live crowd and television audience could hear him. Abraham would make a joke that landed him in hot water, as he referenced the Kobe Bryant case from 2003. The announcers had to apologize.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's bad, dude. Nah, I don't know. That's not a good joke to make. No, yeah. This context and saying he's unstoppable is crazy, dude. I don't think that if that's why he got fired, that one's actually not like a crazy reason. I think he definitely threw himself into the fire like that. That one is...
Bryant case from 2003. The announcers had to apologize for the joke after the commercial.
We would like to apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for the remarks made by AW moments ago.
Nevertheless, AW was fined $5,000 for the remark, but continued to make appearances on WWE TV. 11 days after the incident, Washington was released from his WWE contract, but not because of the Kobe Bryant joke. AW thinks he was actually fired because of a tweet he sent out supporting Linda McMahon's run for US Senate in Connecticut. During this campaign, Linda chose to distance herself from the WWE, meaning no one from the company was allowed to mention her in public. Fans would have understood this firing more if Washington got...
Yeah, like, I feel like the Kobe thing is more... The Kobe thing is more upsetting. That seemed like an unwritten tight beat. Like, he like, maybe he didn't read the fucking superstar hiring package. It was like no politics, probably. But, yeah, the Kobe thing probably... I don't know. That's weird. That's weird.
For the Kobe comment, but being let go because of showing support for Linda just rubbed people the wrong way. Perhaps it was a combination of the two, but either way, it was certainly a crazy way to exit the company.
I don't know what I was thinking that night, but maybe I saw a political commercial or something, and I just sent it out there. You know, the next day I get the call, so it's like, uh-oh. I didn't think it was that bad, but apparently it was.
Another wrestler best known for how they departed WWE
Motherfucker, just
was
say
Robbie
what I think he
McAllister,
said.
who wrestled as part of the Highlanders on Raw.
Ooh.
In 2008, during WrestleMania week, Robbie was in Florida for the show, but had absolutely
must have been in
nothing
that
to
gap
do,
where I
since
did
he was
not
so
know.
far down on WWE's totem pole. This, coupled with the fact that he was unhappy with his place in the company, made him decide to attend a TNA show in Orlando, the same city WrestleMania was being held. Robbie was shown on camera and faced the brunt of a Johnny Ace phone call after leaving the building.
Many stars from the sports, from the entertainment world on hand here tonight.
Why'd they make it hot? This is the one where they said, phew, was it the Undertaker and Ned Finley got told about it and gave him a visit? Like, oh, bro, why did you do that? Oh, why did you go to the op? Yeah, that's weird. I guess this was when we're keeping the multiverse separate, bro. Gotta keep the multiverse separate.
At Thursday Night Impact,
I just did something I shouldn't have done, and I knew it was stupid, but fuck it, who cares? And he basically says, "What's one of my fucking talent doing on fucking TNA, blah blah blah."
Robbie wasn't actually fired straight away, but was kept around to do jobs on TV. But this is where his tag partner Rory comes into the occasion. Rory was injured at the time of the incident, so the WWE waited a few months until he was healthy, and then proceeded to fire both Highlanders. Sticking with the Scottish theme for our final entry.
Imagine being the tag partner though. Like, I didn't even go. I wasn't even in the crowd, bro. That sucks, right? Like, you go there to just watch a wrestling show. You might have a friend or two in the locker room there. You just supporting fellas you probably were like training with or like on the indies with. And the fucking cameraman is like, "Hey, what up? No. What's going on, Marvin?" Yeah, that was corny. That's really corny to just get just get fired like that. And then TNA's like, "Yo, that sucks. Sorry about that, dude." Anyway, TNA's like, "Nah, we got no spots for you, dude." Ah, man.
Rowdy Roddy Piper. Piper sensationally returned to the WWE at WrestleMania 19. He went on to have a short run with the company. That came to an abrupt end after Hot Rod appeared in a HBO piece that highlighted wrestlers whose lives ended prematurely. Piper spoke candidly about his injuries and substance abuse in wrestling.
My right hip has been titanium since December 94.
He reflected on the struggles of life after wrestling. The interview was just as sad as it was honest.
I hate it. I don't watch myself on TV. I hate that guy. Because I know what that guy's thinking. I know what that guy's capable of doing. I know what he's thought of. And there's nothing nice about that guy at all. That guy being you. That guy being Roddy Piper.
As fans, we see these larger-than-life personalities, not realizing the biggest battles don't happen in the ring. They occur when the red light goes off. This interview is most famous because of how Roddy eerily predicted his eventual demise.
What would you have me do at 49 when my pension plan I can't take out till I'm 65? I'm not gonna make 65.
Vince McMahon appeared in the piece as well, in which he famously lashed out at the interviewer. Despite how Vince behaved here, it was Piper that got in trouble, as McMahon fired Roddy after the interview aired.
And how much of this...
Like, why though? Why fire him for being honest though? And you got Vince bugging out, slapping papers and shit. Let each kid, but why?
Falls on Vince McMahon's shoulders. Piper answer says right now all of it.
I never said that. And they never showed that on TV.
Like, Roddy's point of view has been one of an anti-promoter point of view all his life.
A lot of times you lash out, and that's what Roddy was doing, was lashing out. When someone says, really rotten things about your company, you're not going to welcome them with open arms,
But it's the truth, though. It's not even like these are things that were hidden, though. Like, you just hear about wrestlers, like, ODing on drugs, like, deteriorating after all the steroid use over the years. Like, bro, and he's legit speaking about himself and not liking the shit he did back in the day. Like, well, what do you mean? Yo, Vince is a weenie, dog. Vince is a fucking weenie.
You're going to say, time for us to say goodbye.
WWE put out a statement which went as follows. To assist Piper from engaging in any self-destructive behavior, the WWE is ending any further discussion with Piper regarding a contract. The WWE sincerely hopes for Piper and his family that Roddy can find happiness. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to watch our similar video on 10 wrestlers who shockingly quit WWE during a story.
Man, yeah, the wrestlers are without me trying to like discredit anything, like for the most part, these dudes are like stuntmen, bro. They put themselves out there doing these fucking crazy ass stunts and putting on these performances, man. Like, of course shit is gonna grind them down over time, but and like you gotta remember back then when like Piper was active, like in the 80s or whatever, them fellas did not have fucking the sanctions or the information that took them forever to learn. Like, oh, getting hit with a steel chair upside your head, that's not good for you. They didn't have that information somehow. They thought that shit was just part of the job. Like, guys, I don't fucking know, man. Some of these reasons they got fired were definitely cooked. That's true, too. Yeah, I don't fucking know, man. But that was a pretty fire video. They Wrestling Flashback always has some heat, so you guys can definitely check the top link in the description to check out their channel, show them some love. They got some bangers. We reacted to a couple of their videos on the channel already by now. If you want to react to content with us live on Twitch with the bottom link, you can find us when I'm live. You never know when I am, so you just gotta click that and hope for the best. I don't even know if Twitch does like notifications, like if you can turn notifications on, but if you can, why don't you do that? Why don't you do that? If you're hearing this right now, you might as well click another video. Go ahead, find something else to watch. I'll leave. Don't click that one. That does not have my face on it. Click something else. Click that. That one right there, yeah.